Hello, in this video, I'm going to run through Auto Editor, which essentially what it does is auto edits your video files, cutting out any dead space in video and or audio. So I will link the website in the description for Auto Editor, and it'll run through the process of how to install it. And it is supported for Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, and Shotcut. And I will also link the GitHub for Auto Editor. And if you scroll to the bottom, it runs through sort of a documentation on how to use it. And you can also see that Auto Editor is available on Windows, Mac, and Linux. I will be using this on Linux. Now, if you are using Auto Editor on Linux, you will also have to install FFmpeg. I will also link the website for FFmpeg if you are a Linux user. And of course, Auto Editor and FFmpeg are free to download and use. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So I have a video here, and it's only 8 minutes, but you could do this for a video that's hours long, which is amazing. So I'm going to go into my command line. So in the terminal, I'm just going to copy paste the command for Auto Editor. So it starts with Auto Editor space, the name of the video file in the folder that you're currently in, then frame margin space, and then a number. So frame margin is how many frames you're going to put before and after a cut. Now the default is 6 frames. I've jacked it up to 15 frames so it's a little bit less jump cutty. And then you have edit based on space. And then if you look at the documentation, you have various options. I'm using edit based on audio or motion. And then I have export to Resolve. So I'm using DaVinci Resolve. So I'll just hit enter. And it says exporting to DaVinci Resolve file, XML file, and this will take a while. So I'm going to stop the video here. You're going to see a bunch of things happening in the terminal. There's going to even be a progress bar at one point. Just let it do its thing until you get a command prompt. So I'll stop the video here and come back when it's done. All right, so it finished. It took around 15 minutes, so that's pretty awesome. It says Auto Editor made 51 cuts, which would have taken about 26 minutes if edited manually. I think that's pretty awesome to have some editing done. I can go grab a coffee or do whatever, or even do it overnight if it's a super long video. Like if you got hours and hours of video, man, this is like a godsend. So if we look in the directory, we now have video.mov, which was our original file, and then we have something called video.xml. That's what Auto Editor created. So we're gonna bring that into DaVinci Resolve. So I'm going to go into DaVinci Resolve here. Now, before I bring in the XML file, I'm going to bring in the video first. So let's pull in the video. I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller here. And sorry, I'm just going to go into the edit tab. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's just drag and drop the video into the media pool and change frame rate. Yeah, sure, change it, whatever. Okay, cool. Now, this is just something I've been doing because I've been having some import problems with the XML file. So what I do is I reset the time code of the clips that I'm using. So I just select the clip, right click, go to clip attributes, go to time code, and I just make sure that these are set to 0000. You see how they're set to 00? Sometimes it'll say 010000. So just make sure that these are at 0000. So the time code looks good, 00, click OK. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, Import, Timeline. And then we will go into my video folder where I have the XML file. So here's the video XML file, open. So then we get this window here. So we'll start at the top, the timeline name, whatever. We're going to automatically set project settings. We'll turn that off. Automatically import source clips into the media pool. We're going to turn that off because we already did that. Use sizing information, turn that off. And then finally the time code here. I'm going to have to set this one to 00 as well, just like the clip. Otherwise it's going to get screwed up. You see how it says 01000000? Well, it's got to be all 00. So we'll just go 00. That looks good. And then click off, and we'll click OK. And that's going to bring in all our videos. And you can see all the cuts. And the thing that's super cool about this is that it's non-destructive. It's just edited timeline for you. So it didn't destroy any of the video. So let's say you go through it and you're like, you know what? I don't like the way that the auto editor edited this part. I want to extend it a little bit. No big deal. Just extend it. So just move those clips over and you can just extend it. Here the audio didn't extend, so it's not linked. So you can just quickly link that. Select both with Shift and then link clips, and then you can extend both of them together. And that's pretty cool. So that is the auto editor. It is available on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, and it works for Adobe Premiere, Resolve, Final Cut Pro, and Shotcut. I'll put all the links in the description to the relevant pages. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it informative.